DNC staffer named Seth Rich. After Seth was mysteriously gunned down in the street, people started looking seriously into the possibility that Seth was the inside guy who had leaked these DNC emails to WikiLeaks.
Well, we all know.
George Webb. George has been publishing his findings on his YouTube channel, so he got pretty deep into the investigation. So much so that now he's worried that Hillary's goon squad is trying to knock him off too.
It's much deeper than that.
Which almost always predict who will win an election in Democratic districts. So the van is, if you recall, the voter database that the DNC had, that there's so much controversy that occurred between the Bernie camp and the Hillary camp. And Seth Rich's involvement in the van and getting out the vote and those key bellwether districts. Why are the bellwether districts so important?
I don't get it.
Well, our person that gave us the leak a few days ago on that thumb drive, I think you remember Trish, if you watch crowdsourcethetruth.org, you remember Trish coming down from Boston, remember the surreptitious meeting?
Much deeper than that.
If you don't believe me, I also published my Twitter, which
Very
is...
careful, my friend. Much deeper than that.
The internet trying to substitute the file was Bellwether Van. So it looks like Bellwether Van may be the key to the whole story. That was the key to the...
Be very careful. Be very careful now.
Also, it has, outside of the DNC leaks, the fact that he was going to pursue that lawsuit, they were going to go to discovery, they had Dan B as one DNC leaker, they had Session, a friend in the Obama administration, but he was trying to get to the White House. That's the story that's being lost here.
Much bigger than that.
One of the reasons that he died 4 days before.
Crowdsourced investigation that didn't actually start with Seth Rich. But the interesting thing about the crowdsource is that it always sort of leads you to where the most important information is.
Crime analyst talking about everything from San Bernardino, the Pulse nightclub shooting, these types of crimes, right? And so when I went on Fox to talk about
Much deeper than that.
and I did what we call a walk in the moment. I walked the scene on Flagler Street, and I looked at the crime scene from the perspective
Much
just
deeper
what
than
the
that. Do you have the file?
anything about the investigation itself. We understand because I have what I call a shut up.
Do you have the name?
That's what it is. Shut up. Don't say anything.
I don't want to talk about that.
We have the name.
What I like to say, I had no clue at the time.
I need a name.
Believe it or not, about the relationship that they had.
Give me the name.
I always like to say you have 3 doors to go on this ride. Matter of fact, is that? Relationships on that. Lovers triangle, boyfriend on the side, girlfriend. They're all kind of sides. And then you have to ask those kind of questions. No. Girlfriend, Kelsey.
It's bigger than that.
Well, I can't go on.
Okay, sorry.
I can't go into. You got it.
Okay, sorry, need the name.
So now I know what number. I don't find anything in door number 1. I don't find anything for the relationship gone bad or lovers triangle. I don't find that. Right. Okay. So what's the second? Okay. Let's look at job relationships. Maybe there's something going on
Hi everyone. It is late at night. This is Amelia Duran, your host in the Porthole to Justice. And I am up. I'm just sort of, I guess I can't sleep. Some really disturbing news article came out, published in the Los Angeles Times. A child in coma may have been given a fatal dose of fentanyl so that the child's organs could be harvested. And I just cannot sleep. The police are investigating, and it just seems like so much of this is heating up. Cole Hartman arrived at Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center. He was in grave condition. The 8-year-old had gone into cardiac arrest after drowning in a washing machine at his Castaic home. Paramedics had gotten his heart beating again, but he remained in a coma and on a ventilator. Physicians at the UCLA Pediatric Intensive Care Unit told Cole's family that the child was not brain dead, but would never recover normal neural function and could never awaken, according to the entry on his medical chart. The Hartmans decided to take Cole off life support and donate his organs. He was removed from the ventilator, and 23 minutes later, his family at his bedside pronounced dead by anesthesiologists. The seemingly peaceful death 4 years ago is now the subject of an investigation by Los Angeles police and the district attorney's office. Homicide detectives are looking into an allegation by the coroner's investigator, the anesthesiologist, that Cole's fatal dose of opioid fentanyl is what hastened his death and increased the likelihood of his organs to be harvested. No charges have been brought up yet, but a criminal investigation, a probe into the doctor's role in the organ donation, it's opening up, I guess, a window into more unethical issues that can play out. It's posted in the Porthole to Justice, and I'll post a link. But just some disturbing stuff, and just seems like tonight, I don't know, I can't sleep. We do have hope, though, because, last month for 20 on 20, I was a guest on the Zeph Report, and with Govinda Tidball, the founder of 20 on 20, and we prayed for Raymond and Amelia Schwab, and they're just being blessed. They have gotten a whole team of attorneys that are assisting them with bringing their case forth in Kansas and hopefully reuniting their family. So our prayers really are being answered in the Porthole to Justice. I mean, pretty much every family, there's just some really great things going on. We had another family reunited in the Porthole to Justice this month, the Pride Moors, and that is just another blessing. And we've had so many, we've had Cheyenne Davis be reunited in the Porthole to Justice, and our prayers really do work. And 2020 is amazing. It really is. Anyways, I just wanted to, I guess, get up and say, you know, I'm praying and I'm hopeful, but at the same time, I'm so, like, I don't know, it just seems like relentless. But I'm thinking that it's going to get better, guys. It's going to get better. We're seeing the worst of it, you know, and everybody just seems to be getting closer and coming together against this enormous deep state corruption and trafficking of the children and just it's all so dark. It's all so dark. There is a great book that I want to recommend that everybody reads if you want to understand some of these illegal removals, the trafficking of our children and our elderly. I posted a link to it in the Porthole to Justice, and it is The Poverty Industry, the Exploitation of America's Most Vulnerable Citizens. I encourage everybody to read this book because it's very informative and it will help you it'll help you to protect your family. So check that out, and keep your eyes open for the interviews of Raymond and Amelia Schwab. As soon as they are published, I will be posting them to the Porthole to Justice. Okay, everyone. God bless. Take care, and we will be back again. I'm not sure who my next guest is going to be, but it's going to be a good one. All right, thanks, guys, for tuning in. This has been another episode of Off the Cuff, Porthole to Justice, the window to the truth.